What is up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the GITM podcast, where we cover true crime, paranormal, and general silliness.
God, I look fat. I'm still kind of bloated from my trip.
And what I did not work with the camera, so...
What'd you try to do?
I just tried to shut down everything with it, so there was no...
Jumpiness?
Yeah, and it's still doing it now. It wasn't doing it before we started going live.
I wonder if maybe we just got to clear out
I don't know.
the storage on the computer a little bit. Maybe there's some stuff holding it down.
I emptied the recycle.
We're only at fucking, 8% CPU usage?
Yeah.
11.5.
I mean...
There's probably some bullshit malware on there that we don't know about.
Well, I think it's just the setup, or the camera, through the Wi-Fi.
Can you hardwire it?
I don't think so. I'll look into it. We'll figure it out. But tonight we're doing the Greenbrier Ghost.
We could just do one of those the shit you see on the news and just run into an Apple store and steal some shit.
How about I'll just buy a camera. A better camera than the original one.
You're big balling over here.
Well, actually, we could always go back to the original camera, which wasn't bad. We didn't really run into problems, so we tried that webcam bullshit.
Oh, the camera?
The video.
Well, the webcams even were all right for the most part.
Yeah, but they're too hard to dial in.
You
But
need to get one of those auto-focusing ones and shit, like that Logitech that's not even that expensive
I'll look into it.
compared to a fucking DSLR.
We'll work it out.
I'm transitioning more to caring more about the audio side of it.
Well, that's what I give a shit about anyway.
That's the basis of this. Hence, new microphone incoming in a couple days.
Right. But
So there might be a couple test streams of that, even if it's just episodes, because I want to try one without the windscreen and one with.
we need the windscreen.
Well, it's got a built-in pop filter and shit. So I want to see if maybe, because the windscreen's just so bulky. It's not that bad. It's like that, basically.
Right.
But it just looks cool without it.
Yeah, I can't. It was not buffering this bad when we first started.
Fuck it. We'll figure it out later.
Pissing me off. Anyway,
So,
we're doing the Greenbrier Ghost, which is
ghosts.
paranormal meets true crime.
We're getting back to our roots.
Which is kind of combining. We're killing two birds, one stone here.
Getting two birds stoned at
We're
once.
unaliving two birds with one stone.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't want to piss off YouTube. Because we don't need any help
This shirt doesn't fit me very well.
shadow banning ourselves.
I didn't think the tie-dye thing through very well.
That's all right.
Tends to shrink after you wash it 4 times.
That is true. I don't want to talk about washing right now.
Oh, God. You're not the one with the clothes in the washer.
Well, I should have told you before.
Yeah, probably.
The washer worked Sunday. I knew it was on his last leg.
It kind of worked Sunday. I feel like from what you've told me, it worked poorly enough that it would have been good information to have, knowing that I'm coming home from a vacation and I'm going to have laundry.
I didn't know when you were coming home. I didn't know if it was a 7-day, 10-day. Hell,
It was a 6-day cruise.
I did not know. And I slipped my mind yesterday. I should have told you yesterday.
Now I might just take a bucket of water down there and just fucking Tom Cruise it. You plunge and scrub till all your plunging and scrubbing is done.
Oh, well. It's fun.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, what's new with you?
nothing. Nothing at all. I don't...
Other than the desk. You were very proud of the desk that we got.
It took some time. Setting this thing up, building it, wasn't that hard. It was moving all this shit and all the wires we got.
I have those I still have more of those cable management baskets, if you want.
Fuck it. I got it.
Because realistically, once we get this shit like hunkered down and settled in, we just zip tie the shit and hang it up.
Well, because we got some other stuff. We're gonna get a new mixer. Eventually.
I'm getting the new microphone, new thing, because I'm getting something like yours, but I don't think it has the vertical rod.
Yeah, I'm thinking
it has more play up here.
I'm thinking about getting another one of those, but we'll worry about that. Mainly, I got to worry about the camera right now because this.
Well, I mean, I would argue that mainly I want to worry about the washer right now.
I'll take care of that.
I got cash. I can throw you if you want to. If you're gonna go get one after work tomorrow. Actually, I'll be off early tomorrow, so if you want to go get one, I'll be here to help move it in. Not that anybody here gives a fuck about that.
Hey, we're sharing our lives with you.
Yeah, our washer's fucking broken, and not all my clothes, but at least the shit that I wear to work for the most part is in that washer.
Yeah. Well, I'd have to. I'll probably stop and go get. I got a dolly because I don't think they can get it in. We'll figure that out. Anyway, We're doing
I
the
got one at
Greenbrier
work.
Ghost.
We can steal one. I can steal the one from work.
Okay, yeah, do that.
I'll
Because
just put my back seats down.
they'll get it to the back door, and we'll just
Which is fine.
We'll
I don't
just
give a
have
fuck.
to MacGyver it.
Yeah, getting it here is the shitty part. Getting it inside is easy.
Yeah,
Because we don't have fucking trucks and shit.
right.
Because unlike everybody else in the area we live in, we're civilized fucking human beings. We don't drive around with truck nuts hanging off of our vehicles. Fucking letting our kids drive 90cc quads around till 11:30 at night.
Fucking kids. Can't live with them. Can't shoot them. But you can try it around here. At least I hear. I hear people trying. But nothing really. It was a kind of a quiet week for us.
You.
For me, it was quiet.
Because I wasn't here.
Got out some shorts. I blew the shorts up.
You're talking about the videos,
The
right?
video shorts, not the shorts I'm wearing. Which would be a real problem because the washer's not working.
I am. I'm just going to throw a bucket of water in there because I know there's still fucking detergent in there. Well, it won't even drain. I can't even do that. If it won't drain, how the fuck are we going to get it out of there? If I put water into it.
Yeah, you're fucked.
I mean, realistically, I could just bring them up to the sink or the shower. I just want to make sure there's not a shitload of detergent in it.
And my mother says you can go over there and wash your clothes.
Yeah, well, that's a thought. I oftentimes almost go to the laundromat anyway. Not here, but I used to just because like they have those big fuck off ones that you can do like all the things that you own in your entire life all in one load.
Yeah.
Just pissing your life away in one load like having kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, Phil had a quiet week because I was in the Caribbean.
So I watched television, sat on the couch, watched television.
I was island hopping with the natives.
Yes, you were.
Met one lovely Bahamian woman and her son at a souvenir shop in the Bahamas. Talked to him for all of like 32 seconds. Met a lot of locals on Grand Turk, which is where this shirt is from, in case anybody was wondering. It was clean. Because laundry, not done work, not good, broke. Oh yeah, that's where I was telling you we got rained on all the way from the north end of the island to the south end of the island on a golf cart, which was like multiple miles.
Nice.
In like just torrential fucking downpour. To the point that I had to go to the bank today to change out a $100 bill that got dyed by my wallet in that rainstorm. And they wouldn't take it. They were like, no, the bank on the island not take that. They think we tried to counterfeit. And I was like, well, shit. All right, well, thanks. But yeah, Grand Turks was fun. I had a beer that was brewed on the next island over. It was funny. There was 2 beers in the group, and both of them tasted slightly different. Same beer. But you could a noticeable flavor profile difference between the two of them. I was like, that's good shit. That's that good bathtub brewing.
I didn't even hardly go to the bar while you were gone.
I went to the bar a lot while I was gone.
Didn't? I went Saturday and just got something to eat.
Because anybody who's been on a cruise knows that you just buy a drink package and you take your little room key and you go, there you go, I'll have alcohol, please. And they go, you got it, boss.
See, if I went on one of those and bought that, they'd be losing money. I might sink the ship.
You only get 15 a day.
15 a day? I'm not even warmed up.
Well, yeah, but you got to think, you're starting like half your days are starting at like fucking 7 o'clock in the morning. I was on 2 islands by 8 o'clock in the morning.
Fuck them islands bullshit. I'm sitting drinking. I'm getting my 15 drinks in.
No, you can still do it. They stay open pretty late. The latest bar on that ship was open till 2.
Fuck all that walking shit.
The fucking coffee place had booze. No, see, that was
if I'm going to go see the natives, I'll go see them. I can walk outside my front door and see weird shit.
You say that until you go. Once I got off the ship, I was like, all right, this is pretty fucking cool.
Yep.
Because like you don't think about it, and then you just pop up in a foreign fucking country, and I'm like, look at all these people. They're a different color than me.
Oh, everybody's a different color than you.
That's true. But yeah, beautiful blue waters. Oh, on Grand Turks, it's they call it like Donkey Land or some shit. There's fucking donkeys everywhere. And while we were driving along, the driver of the golf cart, there was a donkey. Yeah, everywhere. There's a donkey like walking out into the middle of the road, and the person driving the golf cart was like, "Hey, jackass, get out of the road!"
Did you turn around and say what?
No, dude, no, literally, he said, "Hey, jackass, get out of the road!" And this donkey literally turned around and went back up on the sidewalk. It was fucking fantastic.
Jackasses.
It was fantastic. And then we got back and we went into the Margaritaville pool bar because we were like, well, we're already fucking soaked. We might as well get into a pool.
There you go.
And then we were in there for all of like 7 minutes, and it started to rain again. We were like, fuck this. We're going back to the boat. It was supposed to rain all day. Saw like a straight up rock concert on the boat. Watched some like musically dancey thing.
Musically dancey things?
I don't know what to call it. It was called Flick. I don't know what to call it. It was like the magic of theater or some shit like that. It's like an interpretive dancing and singing collage of shit. Got drunk. Ate a ridiculous amount of... I lost 3 pounds somehow. I don't know how.
Don't know how that's possible.
I literally had 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, and a dessert every night for dinner because I could.
Yep. So, but
what else happened?
Nothing has happened in the news other than.
Oh my fuck! Go ahead. I got today. Some bullshit happened.
Other than Biden pardoned his son.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
I didn't even see that shit.
Who cares?
Speaking of politics, I don't know if we ever touched on it, but can we go back and recognize again? We don't have any political affiliations on this show. But can we go back and talk about the...
I'm a whore. Whoever wants to pay me, I'll pimp out for them.
That's fair. Yeah, if you want your ads on here, I'll fucking play them. I don't give a shit, both parties. But have we ever touched on... Look at my belly. I'm still so bloated from all the alcohol. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm fat anyway, don't get me wrong. But have we never... I don't think we ever touched on the superiority of Donald Trump's reaction to that hurricane when he offered the solution of dropping a nuclear bomb on it.
Well, that's no worse than Bill Gates wanting to shoot nukes at the sun.
What's he going to do? Have you seen a solar flare? It's like fucking 30 times the size of the sun. But like,
what else did he want? Didn't he want to put aluminum in our aluminum in our atmosphere?
For what?
Heaven for global warming. Hell, I don't know.
I don't know, but I was thinking about that. I was like, man, like we now are going to have a president for the second time who legitimately posited blowing up a hurricane with a nuclear weapon. It's, well, I mean,
one of these days we'll cover this is the weather issue.
The fake weather?
No, the like what they did in Dubai.
When they made
stuff. The manipulation of weather.
Whether or not it's good or bad for the world.
Exactly. Because we've known how to do it for ever.
Yeah.
I believe since the 60s. Don't quote me on that.
Tesla was doing that shit.
But how much of this, we're going to have a bad, or, hurricanes are on the rise. Yeah, but how much of it is being caused?
Well, yeah, because, I mean, fuck, like, the week I went on that trip, like, there was potentially going to be a hurricane. Like, I left port Saturday, and there was potentially going to, like, I was watching some shit the week before that on YouTube there in Florida, like, Floridian YouTubers, and he was like, we might have a fucking another hurricane on Wednesday, and I was like, sick.
Awesome. That's one place I would not want to be in a boat.
Or one of those islands. Like, I think I told you about the old dickhead fucking whitey that pissed a bunch of us off on Grand Turks when he's like, this place is a shithole. I'm like, fuck you, dude. You paid $1,000-something to go on this trip to talk shit about a fucking foreign country because they don't have what? That is the Wi-Fi not to your liking? Bert, is there not enough TGI Fridays, you fuck nugget?
I mean, hey. If the Wi-Fi's not up, I'd be pissy too.
There was none.
Well, see,
it was great.
I can't. No, fuck that. I need my Wi-Fi.
No, it was great.
No, it's not. Not for me.
For what?
I need to be connected.
No, you don't. I was completely disconnected for a week, and it was fantastic.
I would be bored as fuck.
No, not on those boats.
Yes, I would be.
No, you wouldn't. Mm-hmm. There's shit to do all day.
I need my TikTok, and you will not change my mind.
You're really sounding like a Zoomer right now.
I don't care. I need to see women with no balls brawls jumping up and down constantly.
That's sad.
At my age,
you're a 50-something-year-old man.
Exactly.
That is sad.
The
fact that you have a problem with disconnecting and going and experiencing a vacation is just fucking depressing.
Of course, gotta remember, I don't like vacations that much. I don't like being away from home for more than 3 days. I cannot stand sleeping in a strange bed. You're talking to a man who, in 12 years of schooling, never took a shit in a school bathroom.
You get your own bathroom on the ship. And like I said,
I hate hotel rooms.
All your food is included.
I like to be in my home. Once I get past 3 days, I get itchy. I just want to go home.
That's depressing.
No, it's not. Some people are like that.
You could argue that I'm the same way, but I'm not. I just don't take vacations.
I just don't.
So when I do take them, I'm like, fuck yeah.
I'm a long weekend guy. That's like Vegas would be perfect for me because you don't want to do a week in Vegas.
See, I don't think Vegas would be that appealing to me.
To where
I feel like in a day you could see everything that you want to see, and other than that, I'd be like, all right, cool.
And here's the thing: I was thinking about this cruise shit. We will get to the Ghost of Greenbrier here soon, or the Greenbrier Ghost.
You can go on like a 40-day cruise.
40?
Yeah.
We would come back to port.
It's crazy.
You see me driving the boat because I just went helter skelter on everybody. It's
crazy.
I do not like people. You do not want me on a floating vessel.
There's
with thousands of people.
I'm pretty sure there's like a 9-month cruise. It's like $250,000 or some shit like that.
They can suck the biggest part of my nuts.
No, a week is fine. A week. That 6 days was cool.
I'm just a long weekend guy.
Because like the first day it's like you're so overwhelmed with boarding and shit like that you don't have time to really think. And then the second day you're trying to navigate your way around the ship and figure out where everything is. And then 3, 4, 5 were fucking normal. Like go see stuff, do stuff, eat stuff, fucking soak up some sun. And then 6 was pretty much just like get drunk and then pack.
That's it. I just don't like being away from home. I don't like staying, and I don't like going to hotels. I just don't like. I like taking a shit in my own bathroom. I like taking a shower in my own shower. I like sleeping in my own bed or sleeping under my own roof.
Man, you need some anxiety meds.
No, I'm not. I just don't.
I don't know. I was questioned it too, but like after the first day, I was like, yeah, fuck it.
I'm a long weekend guy.
I was like, one, if anybody needs me, they can't get a hold of me. If I need anybody, I can't get a hold of them. Like, it's all out of my control at that point.
I used to go on 4 or 5 days back in my NASCAR racing days. Going, not racing, but going to it. I literally would not shit for 5 fucking days.
No, absolutely not. I was very healthy shitting throughout the cruise.
This is the same man. I'm going to maybe too much information, but in my past relationships,
wouldn't poop at your significant other's house.
I would go home. I say,
no,
you know what?
Not me.
I gotta go.
Not me. I will hey, I gotta shit.
I would damn near shit my pants before I shit in somebody else's house.
Like and share the video. If you share this with 3 of your friends, we won't actually make any money off of it, but it'd be pretty fucking cool.
We will do nothing about it. Anyway.
We'll say thanks, but I mean, we should do a giveaway.
Give away my virginity.
Your found again. Your found again virginity. We'll give away we'll sign our broken washer and give it away.
Anyway, getting back to my TikTok addiction.
It's so sad.
No,
you're too old for that shit.
No, I'm soon to be 52 years old.
Yeah, be like the other fucking old people and be addicted to Facebook at least.
Fuck Facebook.
It's the same thing. It's
people
just a week late.
On Facebook. I love looking at Facebook and seeing all people. Oh, great life, motherfucker. Bullshit.
No, I'm talking about Facebook Reels. It's the same thing as TikTok, just a week later.
I mean, I need my phone because
that is so depressing.
I deserve.
You're too old for that.
You remember, I come from a generation that didn't have cell phones.
I didn't have them for most of my life, or well, not most now, but
when I was a kid, we had 3 stations: 5, 9, and 12, or ABC, CBS, and NBC. And half the time,
you weren't a cable kid, huh?
I was probably. 81, 82 is when I remember understanding having cable, having more than 3 stations.
So I remember
I'm sure
the day the cable man installed our cable, we put on our best suits.
I mean, I remember how to use a payphone.
So do I.
So I don't have. I'm enjoying my tech. I like to having the world at my fingertips.
It is convenient, but dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
and I have a affection for large-breasted women jumping up and down with no bra. And obviously it's cold where they're recording.
Jesus Christ!
I'm a man.
Such a sad existence.
It's what you have to look for when you're 52-year-old, divorced, kids are gone.
You just need to let go and let God.
Maybe I should start going to church.
Because like I was a little hesitant about the disconnect thing, but I shit you not. Like by the time we were at port, like getting off the boat, like because they assign different areas for people to wait to get off the boat, you know, to try to organize a little bit because there's so many fucking people.
Yeah.
Like I was sitting there and I was looking at my phone, like just like looking at it and not turning off airplane mode. Because as much as there's people I enjoy talking to and stuff like that, it was really nice to just not to have a period of time where I'm like nobody like
How'd that happen?
It's cum. But like to have a moment where it was like
that's why I need TikTok.
You couldn't get like my phone just could not go off, and it was actually really nice for a little while.
Well, see, I just don't answer the phone anyway. I just need my internet connection.
You can get internet on the ships.
Probably have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
If you just need TikTok or if you just need socials, it's like $19 a day.
19. I don't like it that much to pay for it. When I can be at my house.
Motherfucker, you're already paying fucking $1,200 for a cruise. What's $120 if you go on a 6-day cruise? That's less than the drink package.
I will stay at home now I will go somewhere.
You fucking puss.
Fuck it. Okay.
I'm going to convince you to go on a cruise. The food alone is worth it.
That is my worst nightmare.
It's really not that bad.
Being out on the ocean. I think at nighttime would be beautiful. No light pollution where as long as the clouds are out, you're not out. You can see the stars.
It's like that during the day too. Like there's nothing. You just look off into blue.
See, I like to see land.
If you do it right, you will see land. Pretty
one
much all the
side,
time.
at least one side of me. That way, I know if this ship starts going down, I can swim. I can try to swim there. But if the ship goes down where I don't see land, that would be a miserable way to die. Because I'd end up with like what's her name on Titanic, and the door will be big enough, but she'll let me die. They give you the
rundown before you take off. They send everybody to different areas. You learn where to get your life jacket. You learn where to go to get on your lifeboats. Shitloads of lifeboats. Holy fuck.
But if I would
real ones, none of those like deadliest catch bullshits that are inflatable. They got like fucking hardcovers. They're like, I'm the captain now type shit.
I would just be floating, even in a lifeboat, floating at sea, not knowing.
I'd do it.
Oh, fuck that. Starvation. Dehydration would be the worst way to die.
Oh my God, shut up. Think about it. Think about where I was. There's literally a Coast Guard station at like every island that I went to. They were never outside of like a 300-mile radius, which, let's be real, a fucking cutter and a chopper can get to you in like a couple hours tops.
What if they don't know where we're at?
That's what the little beacons are for.
What if it malfunctions? They don't know which way we're going. Maybe our captain got a little tipsy, hit his drink package a little, and steered us off course.
How do you live life with this dreadful attitude towards everything?
I had this conversation with somebody the other day.
If I go on a cruise, everyone's gonna die.
Like Castaway with Tom Hanks. I would not. My ass is staying on that fucking island. I hate coconuts, but I will learn to eat them motherfuckers. I am not getting on a raft and going out to sea and just hoping something happens. Fuck that. I'd rather get.
I'm just saying, it was much
jacked off by a woman with long fingernails that. No.
Motherfucker, you would choose to get jacked off by a woman with long fingernails right now, just by choice.
Well, it's been a while, so.
Yeah. No bullshit, a bullshitter.
And it wouldn't take that long, so it's been so long. Hell, she'd probably just offer, and I just go, poof.
What's your name, Phil? Phil?
When you get to it's been a while.
The Dominican Republic was actually the best. I think I told you that. The Grand Turks was the best culturally. The Dominican Republic was... I had no idea the Dominican Republic was so pretty. It looked like fucking Jurassic Park. With a lot of Hispanic people.
Yeah.
Good cigars. Yeah, good.
Gregory's here.
Good cigars.
Gonzo's here, but we're not going to acknowledge Gonzo.
I know. I went to his homeland and didn't even see him. No, he's
Bastard.
No, he's Puerto Rican. He's from that floating island of trash that Tony Hinchcliffe talked about.
All right.
But yeah, no, the Dominican really shocked me. It did. I got off the boat.
Good baseball players.
The tour guide literally was talking about, he was like, Albert Pujols, Deva Ortiz, Big Papi, he's like, Al Horton, the Boston Celtics. But, he's complimenting my haircut. I always I used to always have a fresh haircut. Now I'm getting older and I'm like, I can wait. Fuck it.
See?
But, yeah, no, I was surprised though. The Dominican, like literally, like I'm walking off the boat onto the pier, and like you look off in the distance, it's just green mountains with like mist flowing through them. It literally looked like fucking Jurassic Park. And then you got the big, I don't know if he was mixed, I'm gonna say probably gay, cruise director. That guy was on cocaine for sure. I told you about that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, like, you get on the boat, he does all the morning announcements to let you know what's going on, if there's anything going on. He runs, like, all the shows, runs all the parties, walks around and talks to people, handles everything, makes sure you're having a blast, and, like, does, like, parties till, like, fucking midnight every night. And then by the time you walk off the boat at 7:30 in the morning, him and his people are out on the pier already just dancing like, are you ready to have a good time on the island? Yeah, you are. My teeth are itchy, and I haven't slept in days. Let's fucking have a great time.
All right. Let's get to this stuck topic. We've wasted half an hour of these people's time.
Okay. At some point, I have to tell you about the debacle that happened to me today, but it's unrelated. We can start.
Okay. The Greenbrier Ghost.
I grew up in Greenbrier. It was a neighborhood.
Okay.
Same place?
Oh, I know right where the neighborhood you grew up in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right off Hamilton Mason, or yeah.
Yeah. I didn't fit in that well.
No, I don't think so.
No. It was very pale in that area. Like, there was 2 black families. Maybe. 1 that I know of. 2, 3. And go figure I was friends with all of them at one point in time.
But the Greenbrier Ghost is a legend from Greenbrier County in the great, wonderful state of West by God, Virginia. I'm going to do more West Virginia topics.
How many eyes and fingers does this ghost have?
I don't know.
Well, how many was it born with?
Probably 10 and 2.
10 eyes, 2 fingers?
Something like that.
I love you, mama.
But this legend, which is not a legend.
Legend
actually
of
happened in the year of our Lord, 1897.
What else happened that year? Go ahead. I'm going to look up some events that happened in 1897 just to see how boring or great this was.
It happened in 1897 with the death of Zona Heaster Shue.
Fuck that. That bitch deserves to be a ghost with a name like that.
She was murdered, and we will, like I said earlier, this ties in. This is a true crime story. This is a whodunit.
That was a boring fucking year.
But it also has a paranormal twist, which is what we like here at the GITM podcast.
J.J. Thompson discovered the electron in 1897.
Well, good for J.J. Tell him to go get a fucking actual name instead.
Way to be the 3rd most famous J.J. of all time. J.J. Watt, J.J. Reddick, this fucko.
I'd go with J.J. Walker.
Who the fuck is J.J. Walker?
Wasn't he a character on like one of those 70s shows?
Oh, I'm talking about real people. Once you start skewing the line of
I do whatever I want.
William McKinley took office as the 25th president.
Well, good for William.
Dracula by Bram Stoker was published.
Well, good for Bram.
The first electric bicycle was invented. And why the fuck do we give a shit about bird scooters and shit? They've had that shit since 1897. Suck my dick.
All right, let's cover
Dynamite. Oh, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
Dynamite.
See, Lamont knew what I was talking about.
In direct correlation to what he threw out there, the Pan-African anthem Nkosi Sikelel Africa
I have no idea what the
was
fuck
composed by Enoch Santanga.
Good for him.
Dos Equis beer. Fuck everything else. Fuck this story. Fuck everything else that happened. Beer happened in 1897.
Let's get into old little Miss Zona's family background.
Zona.
Like I said, Zona Heaster or Heaster. Heaster. I say Heaster.
Heaster. It looks like Heaster.
Heaster Shue. Her actual name is.
That should be one word. Heaster Shue. It would be a better name.
Well, no, see, she was married.
What if it's Shue?
See, her actual name was Elva Zona Heaster.
Why the fuck did her first name change?
Well, would you want to go by fucking Elva or Zona?
Neither.
Well, just wait till I get to her
Elva
husband.
Zona, if
just
anything.
Just wait till we get to her fucking husband. Just wait.
All right.
But she was born in the mid 1870s in Greenbrier County, West Virginia, daughter of a local family, Mary Jane and Jacob Heaster.
What the fuck? Mary Jane and Jacob, and you came up with Zona?
I don't know. She grew up in a traditional Appalachian household, which means
inbreeding.
Fuck off. Which means she was just dirt poor.
Mountain brewed whiskey.
But her family had very strong ties to the community, which that's one as bad of a
family ties.
As bad as a rep of
a rep.
The Appalachia people get. They are the friendliest sumbitches on the planet. And the communities are very tight, even to this day.
I don't know no stranger.
Now, but she was known as a kind and spirited woman. So she was a good, fun-loving girl.
Their communities are tight, unlike their cousins' buttholes.
Now let's get to her husband, old Edward Shue. Now, that's not his name.
I see his name.
But his real name was Erasmus. I like Erasmus. Stribling Trout Shue.
Erasmus Stribling Trout Shue.
What
fuck
kind of
you?
Fucking people are these?
Not only what the fuck is that name? What the fuck is that name from somebody from West Virginia? Where you expect like Jerry West and this motherfucker. My name's Jerry West. My name's Dale Earnhardt Senior.
Well, that's North
my
Carolina.
My name's Mark Summers, host of multiple shows on Nickelodeon.
But
what's your name? Is your name Tom, Terry, fucking Bill?
If I had this
my name's Erasmus.
If I had this name, I'd go by Edward too.
Do you think he had a country accent? Because if he had a country accent, there's no way he ever told anybody his real name.
That's why he went by Edward. Edward was born in the late 1860s in the Allegheny Mountains region of Virginia.
So in the crazy part.
You know, Virginia, West Virginia. I would say West Virginia by this time. No. In the 1860s, probably when he was born. I forget exactly when West Virginia parted ways with Virginia.
Oh, okay, Mr. Great State of West Virginia. I don't know
the exact year. I know it was right around the Civil War.
You don't even know when it was born. But
he grew up in a rural area, limited opportunities, which 1860s, of course, in 1863, thank you, Mother, is when...
What the fuck? Well, let's be real. Let's be honest about the area we're talking about. Like, there wasn't many opportunities in the 1860s. There's not many opportunities there now.
Was even worse in 1863.
He said before they knew what bricks were in that area, they just built houses out of spit and their old teeth.
But, the Appalachian life is not an easy life for everybody.
No, it sucks out. Well, I don't want to say it sucks out there, but for a lot of people, it would fucking suck.
Old Eddie's family's origins aren't really known that well, but they basically come from a modest background similar to families in most of the Allegheny region. So, dirt poor.
As in Trans-Allegheny?
Means dirt poor. Eddie's personality and behavior is where things start getting a little weird. Known for being a charming man, but also have a dark and volatile side.
His name is Erasmus.
Don't we fucking all? I'm very charming.
His name is Erasmus. He's clearly a warlock.
Probably. Maybe. I did not do that. I did not look that far into it, but maybe.
You're automatically a warlock with that name. Or a fucking Highlander.
Right. But people that knew old Eddie from basically his childhood up referred to him as having being quick-tempered, very volatile. that coming from outside or?
I think so.
Oh,
Is that an argument? Is that music or a domestic dispute?
Old Eddie.
I'll just put the fucking microphone out the window. We'll get free views for sure.
Old Eddie was described as having a quick to get angry and be very secretive.
That's because they were forcing him to go through school, even though a man named Erasmus is A, a warlock, and B, never was a child.
Now, with these...
He was born 52.
With these issues, or I say with these character types, or characteristics, I guess would be a better word, of old Eddie, it is not surprising to know that he had be known that he had a reputation of maybe being a little bit rough with the women.
So he was Irish.
That I don't know. He did have a troubling history with women before old Zona came into his life. His first wife reportedly divorced him due to abuse, which I really didn't know they were allowed to divorce in the 1860s or early.
Oh, allowed to and frowned upon are two different things. Because you could divorce before that. It just wasn't It wasn't a good idea because everybody would be like, she's a witch. She hath married and unwed. Burn her. Her name's Zora, Zone, whatever the fuck.
His second wife died under mysterious circumstances, sparking rumors of foul play.
No, you don't say. The pissy guy named Erasmus might have killed his wife.
Right. These, nobody really thought a lot about it up until after Zona turned up.
Okay. The fuck? Ah! The fuck? You fucking warn a guy next time. Shit, you're just gonna be throwing fucking. What if that was the Spider-Man bug?
Then you'd have superpowers.
I'd get bullshit superpowers though. I wouldn't get cool fucking Spider-Man superpowers.
Let's see.
That thing could have crawled into my mouth.
He did. He soon moved to Greenbrier County in search of work and a new start.
After she died?
No, Zona and him haven't met.
Oh,
yet.
okay.
After his second wife died, yes.
That's a red flag too. Like, you think he killed her? I don't know. He moved away, which the man was broken. How could you not?
He found work as a blacksmith, which is very common at that time. Quickly became acquainted with Zona Heaster and married her in 1896.
Let me see what happened in 1896.
We don't need to know what happened.
The electron being discovered in 1897 had to be probably the most influential thing of the 1890s, realistically.
Now, Mary Jane's mother was not fond of Mr. Edward. Mr. Ed she was not a fan.
Mama, why don't you like my husband? I can't pronounce his name.
She married him against her will. She never trusted him, so naturally, mothers have an instinct.
Okay, I was gonna say, I'm glad you clarified that. I was gonna say, she married him against her mother's will, but she didn't trust him.
No, the mom didn't trust him.
Gotcha.
After the marriage, naturally, she moved in with him, and it didn't take long for things to start. I don't want to say escalating, but the real Eddie showed up. He became controlling.
Got a little punchy.
He became controlling. And wasn't a very nice person. Here is what naturally, shocker, Zona died on January 23rd of 1897.
God damn, he don't take long, does he?
Didn't take long at all. Let's talk about our last day, the last day on this earth. Zona was reportedly in her home performing daily tasks, so doing laundry, like how you're going to have to do it with a washboard.
Yeah, fuck.
Shue left for work. His behavior before leaving remains unclear. Later, Shue sent a young boy, Anderson Jones, to the house under the pretense of asking Zona if she needed anything before he came home. But this young lad, I don't know exactly how young he was, but I'm assuming in his teen years, discovered the body, and Zona was stretched out with one arm across her abdomen and her head tilted ever slightly. Naturally, once Eddie got wind that his wife is no longer amongst the living.
Oh, because he didn't know.
He quickly arrived after he was informed. He took control of the situation and prevented others from examining the body closely. Shue carried Zona's body to the bed and dressed her himself. which and this it even says here, this was an unusual act as at this time it was very traditional for the women to actually do that.
Well, yeah.
They didn't have much about crime scene. They didn't have CSI in 1897.
No.
So I guess because
I don't think they had fingerprinting until 1912.
Right. So I guess it was common for women of the community to do this, take the dead body to like a bed and present them, get them presentable. But old Eddie thought he should do it.
Well, I mean, that makes sense though in that generation. Like, what do we do with the body, Jim Bob? Put him in his best flannel and button it almost all the way up.
Now, he placed her with a scarf and a high-collared shirt around her neck, claiming it was her favorite outfit.
Now, you may have slightly covered. Had anybody seen her body at all?
The boy and old Anderson was the first one to see. He found the body. The boy that...
So this could potentially be covering up evidence?
Obviously.
Of strangulation?
Obviously.
Just checking.
The official cause of death. Now, the physician coroner of the town did show up and try to conduct some kind of examination.
Ye old autopsy.
But unfortunately, Eddie was so grief-stricken, and his hostile demeanor prevented Dr. Knapp from performing a makeshift autopsy.
Why? How bad could it be back then? I feel like back then in that region of the United States, he would have just walked in and been like,
dead.
That bitch is dead.
I learned something new today. When I was doing this research. The official cause of death was listed as an everlasting faint.
Like an everlasting... What? I automatically went to everlasting gobstopper, but what? An everlasting... Wouldn't that just be dead?
No, it's actually classified as heart failure without clear evidence or reason.
An everlasting faint.
God loved the 1890s.
I want that on my death certificate no matter how I die. He died, cause of death, everlasting faint. And every time somebody reads it, I want them to... the Willy Wonka song, every time.
Now, Shue actions, like taking the body upstairs, dressing the body, did rouse some suspicion. And at the funeral, it got worse. He raised even more suspicion amongst the families and neighbors. He hovered over the body and preventing others from approaching Zona's neck. Wonder why. Now, Mary Jane, which was her mother, is a devout and determined woman who held strong beliefs in justice and spirituality. Deeply protective of her daughter and suspicious of Shue's intentions, so she was convinced he had harmed her and basically killed her.
This is a fucking 1890s episode of Maury.
Yeah, she prayed for a sign or a revelation about the truth.
All I'm seeing is this lady in one of those old turn of the century fucking the puffy neck dresses that they wore when they on their Sunday's best. On stage though. She's like, Maury, I know that some bitch done killed my daughter and fucked my sister, and I'm here to find out the truth. And then he comes out throwing chairs and shit. Fuck you. You don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing people with a lot of Maury references. Apparently there's people that don't even know who the fuck Maury is anymore. What the world's coming to, I do not know.
Probably because they're on a cruise ship. Unplugged.
That was fantastic entertainment. I like Maury more than Jerry Springer.
I'm sure you did.
And I like Steve Wilkos more than Jerry Springer too. Because I was like, look at that big fucking sloth from the Goonies looking motherfucker talking shit to these rednecks.
Okay. Now, like I said, she prayed for a sign or a revelation about the truth. It didn't take long for something to happen, for her to get her revelation. Mary Jane claimed that Zona's spirit appeared to her over 4 nights, describing exactly how she was murdered. The ghost allegedly revealed that Shue became enraged over a disagreement. He struck her violently and broke her neck.
God damn.
Naturally, Mama got all kind of pissy.
Yeah.
And she wanted the case reopened.
Is he the fucking mountain?
Probably. Well,
he's just, Probably. Mongo from Blazing Saddles?
Maybe.
Knocking out horses?
Mary Jane shared her vision with the local prosecutor, John Alfred Preston, and he found enough inconsistencies in Shue's behavior and the original examination to reopen the case. They exhumed her body February 22nd of 1897.
This is a very short time period.
For a full autopsy. What was found during this autopsy? A crushed windpipe, ligament damage consistent with strangulation, and a broken neck with evidence of manual force.
Jesus Christ.
The findings confirmed foul play and aligned with Mary Jane's account from her ghostly visitation. Naturally, the prosecutor went to Ed and said, "You know what? You're under arrest, boy." She was arrested and charged with Zona's murder after the autopsy report. The trial began in June of 1897. Mary Jane Heaster testified about the ghostly visitation, describing what the spirit had revealed. The court treated her account with a little skepticism, but they convicted him. She was found guilty and sentenced to life imprisonment. She was imprisoned in the West Virginia State Penitentiary.
Wait.
What? What? Wait, what?
Convicted to convict him. So she was what the fuck? They gave her life?
They gave him life. The husband.
Oh, okay.
Her testimony plus
I was reading along. It got
plus the well, because I'm not actually going. I'm not reading all these.
Yeah.
Don't read along.
It would have been a better story if the mom got life too.
But he did go to West Virginia State Penitentiary. He died 3 years later in 1900, likely of illness or scurvy, or I don't know, or something. I don't know.
Tuberculosis.
Something. This case is unique in U.S. history because I believe it is the only known case in our history where the outcome was determined because of or helped by a ghostly visitation.
This has happened since, hasn't it?
No, I don't think so. Now,
well, maybe not a conviction, but like, hasn't something like that been brought into
Ed
court?
and Lorraine tried to do something, but it was more about, I believe, the person who killed somebody was possessed type thing. This is the only case I believe in U.S. history where basically a ghost witness has played a role in a conviction.
Oh, yeah, there's a fucking Netflix documentary about that. I watched it. Or I watched part of it.
Yeah.
About the little, 12-year-old fat kid.
Yeah.
And his, brother-in-law or some shit like that.
Yes.
Wasn't it dogs or something, too?
I don't.
Wasn't there, a court case where they, brought a dog in? And it was the dog can identify the perpetrator.
All I remember is basically Ed and Lorraine lost there. It didn't work.
You think? I would have to say if lie detector tests are inadmissible in a court of law, ghost admissions must be too.
Well, that's what's interesting about this. She pretty much predicted exactly whether or not a ghost did the ghost of Zona visited her and told her what had happened, or she just...
Maybe she did it.
Maybe she just guessed. I don't know.
Maybe she did it because she was mad that her daughter went against her wishes. And she pinned it on old Erasmus.
Maybe.
Pretty easy in that area at that time. She'd be like, of course he did it. His name's Erasmus.
Well, I just want to, here's what I was thinking about when I was reading the story. You had to be a complete and total moron to get caught doing a murder in
1896,
the
1897. Dude, right?
Outside of being caught red-handed, they didn't have DNA.
You know how many people we could go
fingerprint.
You know how many people we could go back and fucking off back in the day?
You had to be a moron to get caught. Dumber than a box of rocks.
God, literally, we could cause havoc. All we'd have to do is be gun.
I could be Jack the Ripper.
Firearm and latex gloves. We're good. Need a mask? Nope.
I mean, so basically, outside of eyewitness testimony, which we all know that's not reliable for shit.
Right. You didn't wear a mask? No, I just went like this.
I wore Superman glasses. Nobody could see me. the lamest superhero of all time.
I should say
the lamest disguise of all time.
I just shaved my 5 o'clock shadow after I was done.
Yeah.
They'll never know.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be hard to get away with fucking murder.
Look at the Abraham Lincoln shit. One of the fucking eyewitness reports of Lee Harvey Oswald, or not Lee Harvey Oswald. No, he killed another white guy that's on currency. One of the eyewitness reports of him fucking was just completely inaccurate. It was like almost every opposite physical trait from what he looked like.
Which was, he was spotted by a whole theater full of people.
Right, they just
jumped out on the stage, yelled what he yelled, I believe.
Suck my dick! Just ran off.
Broke his leg while he was...
Or his ankle or some shit, yeah.
And limped fucking off.
Fuck you! That's an interesting... I want to go back in time I don't even want to stop the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. I just want to watch everybody be fucking idiots. Ah! Snap! Suck it, whores! And they just... Oh, God. Oh, well, fuck. And everybody's just like... He's getting away at an incredibly slow speed. What do we do?
Nowadays, if that happened in today's society, literally the audience would probably stand up and start clapping. They'd think it was part of the show.
Right. Like, what amazing writing. This is Michael Bay level production. I don't know.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be that hard to get away with it.
It might have been the mom. I think it was the mom.
I don't think so.
I think it was the mom.
I think Eddie was
I think the mom was banging Eddie.
You watch way too much.
It was a two-person job.
Dateline or whatever.
It was an inside job. It was an inside man, like what's his fucking name in that Denzel Washington movie? Good flick.
Don't know it.
It's called The Inside Man. It's him and is it Clive Owen?
I think.
I don't know, some English person.
Jodie Foster in that too.
I don't fucking know. I've only seen it once, but it was pretty cool.
It is Clive Owen, but I think it's Jodie Foster's in it, I think.
I just know he's a mysterious Englishman. But, sometimes, family will do that shit. Oh, that makes me think. Oh, yeah, that fucking debacle that I was going to tell you about. I felt... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. That's a little too edgy. But I left work today so I could run to the store to get supplies for work.
Okay.
I was driving along. I was like, sweet, I'm getting paid to drive. And I come up on a fucking train track. The train is stopped. And I'm like, all right, that's not totally abnormal. I'll turn around and reroute myself. So I reroute myself, stop at the bank because it's on my way to break that 100 that I could not fucking use in a foreign country because it was dyed by my wallet in a rainstorm. And then as I'm stopped at another light going back to my original route, I see the same train just chugging along, free as fuck, a couple of lights down, and I'm like, well, suck my dick. So I go to the store, and then I leave the store, and then I get stopped at another train, and the arms come down, and I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, okay. And then this backwards train just comes slowly inching along, and I'm like, okay, cool. It's starting to pick up a little bit of speed. I'm like, all right, this isn't too bad. Whatever. I'll sit here, throw it in park, listen to some shit. And then I notice this fucking train starts slowing down ever so slowly, and then stops. And then goes the other direction. A train missed its turn and had to back up and go again.
I can see it.
It was horrific. But no, what do you think the odds are that somebody in the family knew more than they let on? And then maybe they just didn't care.
I don't know. It's a good question.
There's no mention of the dad in all this. Other than just who he is.
Probably because he didn't give a fuck.
I don't know, but I don't know. Sometimes family just be trying to kill family. You never had somebody in your family try to kill you?
Not that I'm aware. Not my family.
Not even unintentionally? Or maybe sneakily in a way that you might not catch? I think I did once. I remember. I'll tell the story. It was in my childhood. I was a wee lad, but 10 to 12 years old. Short, fat, new to life and new to the world. I was in New York with my family, and I remember there was one time my, Dude, I remember like it was yesterday. My grandma, this old-ass Japanese woman, about fucking 4'3", and like very fragile looking, didn't speak very good English, and she was walking around. My uncles used to go over there every morning for coffee before they would go to work, and they're just chit-chatting along, and grandma's like in and out, walking through the dining or the living room into the kitchen and shit, and she just gets the walking farts that I didn't know that was a thing. I thought the walking farts was like a joke, where you just... No, it happened the whole fucking morning. And the whole time everybody's like, Jesus Christ. And I'm looking at everybody, I'm like, I didn't say anything. But at the same time, I'm like, she's an old Japanese woman. And the other half of our family is white. This is chemical warfare payback for the nukes.
Probably.
The whites dropped a nuke on them, and my grandmother was dropping nukes on us. Because payback's a bitch. What?
I think I figured out what the problem is. I have to make an adjustment.
Oh, shit. Look at us figuring and stuffing things out.
Maybe that might be the cause of the lagging.
What was it? A bit rate problem?
Yeah, it's a bit rate. I haven't fixed anything. I just think I know how to fix it.
Look at us being fucking nerds. We're figuring out bit rates. We got new technology coming in. Hopefully we'll be building onto the mansion studio that we have. And making, who knows, maybe we'll make an interactive background. Can we get one of those smart boards?
Yeah.
Like they have in high schools now? Where you can like drag and drop shit?
I can get you one of the projectors, with you write on clear thing.
Oh, a fucking overhead projector?
Yeah, overhead projector.
Yeah, when he used to put the little colored fucking things on the right answer and shit. And the teachers would wipe it off and it'd just get all smeared. And you'd be like, well we're fucked now. I'm not going to pass this fucking test.
Yeah, that's basically all you get. That's all we're budgeting here.
Or we'll get an old projector, the slide projector. This was the body they found at the scene of the crime. Like, what was that fucking movie where the teacher had like naked pictures of himself and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, these are the wrong slides.
Oh, I was watching that not too long ago. A movie or it had that same thing in it.
I feel like it's reusable as
Probably.
fuck.
Yes.
What else? What else has happened in the news? Is that all we got for this?
Yeah, that's all we got. This is an easy one.
What else has happened in our lives? Anything? Went over the busted fucking washer. Went over our slow but steady. I wasn't not even steady. Our slow improvements for the listener's pleasure. I really hope this microphone works out. Like I said, it's not as nice as yours.
Then again, whose is?
But yeah, that's the fucking industry standard. Other than the new one, have you seen the new one, the DB?
It's just a budget though. That's one.
No, the DB is that with a preamp built into it.
Oh,
yeah. You're thinking of the SM7V.
That's what I'm thinking.
Because I was also looking at that one, but the one I got is half the price, and apparently is equally, if not more, capable of the 7V.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, and I got it for a fucking Cyber Monday deal too.
Good job.
And some non-slip shoes for work.
You need those.
Yeah, it was the most boring fucking Cyber Monday ever. I looked at all this other shit. I was like, not necessary. You know what's necessary for my life? A microphone.
What?
A microphone.
No.
I decided that it's not, but I was like, fuck it. I like new things, and it looks cool. And I cough and shit a lot, so the little tappy mute button on the top I feel like is gonna come more in handy than I think it is.
I don't think that would be hard to actually. I'm sure there's something to put on the table.
Fucking Joe Rogan has his is cool. It's just got like a little button, like in a little shield, and like.
It's probably I'm sure it's just an adapter you plug into and it plugs out.
We could probably run one ourselves because you can get them for guitars that you can install on a guitar. It's just a kill switch. We could probably fucking figure it out. But I am excited to play with the new microphone. Apparently, it comes with software. I can run USB-C or XLR.
That one too.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can USB or XLR.
Yeah, because apparently, I guess the USB on the microphone that I'm getting has more.
Yeah, but here's the problem.
Has more options, but it's not. It's all options that we should be able to achieve with our mixer.
And it'd be too much. You'd have to run XLR.
Well, like I can change the.
And here's why. Because then I'd have to open up the desktop.
Yeah.
We'd be coming at two different things. And
Well, and then I also have a headphone jack on that one, which I have on this one, which I never use. That's only for mic audio, right?
Yeah, it's just hear yourself. Yeah.
So like that wouldn't work if we like brought in an interview.
No.
Okay. And then the other thing that I'm really looking forward to is it has a knob on the top, an interactive knob, where I can control the headphone volume if I wanted to wear cans. But the best part of it is I can control the gain on the microphone from the microphone.
Well, don't fuck with the gain.
I'm just saying. Like, if need be in a pinch, like on the spot, I can... So I was like, sick. It's got buttons. And like I said, it's got high-pass filter, shit like that built into the microphone that I can play. I can just turn on and off at need be if our levels are a little off. Not that we're that professional.
Our levels are never off. All right.
Then we got to just figure out this shit. Anybody who works for a construction company that has a bunch of shit laying around, such as plywoods and shit like that, overnight FedEx them.
Ain't happening.
For the nominal charge of $1,752 for shipping.
Well, I think we covered it. You need to go figure out what you're going to do about your wet
Yeah,
clothes.
God damn it. I can't even fucking, like, take a bucket of water down there if I can't drain it out. It did drain.
It did drain. But
I just want to get the detergent out of it. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm sure nothing in there was fucking, like, majorly dirty.
yeah, that's about all you can do. It should drain. I mean, you could actually probably fill it back up.
It wouldn't even do that when I tried to rerun it.
Well, it takes a minute.
Guess I'll just die.
I don't think anybody died from laundry detergent.
Watch. You're going to be like, huh?
Don't fucking lick it.
You'll be like, I haven't heard from Travis in a while.
Well, I'm going to bed, so I don't give a fuck. I'll find you tomorrow.
It's only 9. Yeah, you're old.
Exactly. All right, guys. We will see you next week, probably next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.
We've talked about this earlier. We're probably going to start doing, instead of just random bullshit before the podcast actually starts, bringing back the crazy or paranormal news headlines
Of some sort.
that we used to do in the earlier days.
The Mr. Pancake stuff if we need to. If we can't find anything.
We can always
If Zach Bagans hasn't done anything stupid this week.
always go back to that. But we're going to try to be more structured. So be sure to like, subscribe, follow all that happy horse shit, either on YouTube or your favorite podcast app.
And also at some point here soon, I am going to make it a point to sit down and figure out a schedule to start Patreon uploads again.
I ain't worried about Patreon.
Well, at some point. I was thinking like our old What the Fuck Wednesdays would be perfect Patreon shit. No script. We could just fucking fire it off. We could say whatever we want because it's behind a paywall.
Well, we say whatever we want now. Nobody's listening to this shit anyway.
Yeah, we're not. I know. Like I think about it. I'm like yeah. Everybody edits their stuff, saying pedophiles and shit like that. But we're not fucking monetized. So what are they going to take away from us?
We're
they're going to take our
Uecker.
YouTube channel and we'll just start another one.
It's like Major League. And we're Bob Uecker. You can't say it on radio. Nobody's fucking listening anyway.
It's true. Well, we have listeners. That's what I'm saying. Like YouTube's not is not our forte. We're too.
I told you why I do YouTube, because it's a easy place to store fucking videos.
Oh yeah.
Without download,
It's either that or we do fucking Rumble.
It just basically is a storage. I just use it as a storage unit.
I say we buy a bunch of burner phones and start going live on Instagram and shit.
We could.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Actually, I'm going to go back. I might look at that to where we could.
Like multi-stream it.
Yeah, I looked into it and I started, but I never really pursued it. I might do that.
Like I said, or we just go to Walmart and we buy a bunch of fucking bullshit phones. Like, oh, you only have so much data. I got Wi-Fi, bitch.
All right, we will
suck my dick.
We will see you definitely next Tuesday. Maybe even
like John Wilkes Booth once said, "Suck my dick."
Either What the Fuck Wednesday or go back to the Thursday shit show.
Weren't they kind of the same thing?
One morphed into the other. It's basically just changed days.
Well, that was we'll have to talk about it because like the Patreon's easy because we don't have to necessarily go live to do that.
But it's just easy to record.
We could take calls on the Patreon. It'd be the same 3 people.
Didn't we do that one time?
We did that on a live.
We talked to Gonzo one time.
Yeah, we talked to a couple people on a live stream. It was just I think it was a regular live stream. Wasn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, no, we used to drink more.
I think it was a What the Fuck Wednesday, actually.
Yeah, we used to get drunk more when we did this.
Maybe we'll start drinking again. Because the podcast was much better when we were drunk.
I don't know about that.
Well, I had more fun.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about getting drunk might be a little iffy.
Fuck it, I'm getting drunk.
Just take a shot, take the edge off.
I'm getting hammered. Don't give a shit.
How'd the podcast go? I don't know.
Phil blacked out.
All I know is we're not allowed to upload to YouTube anymore.
He passed out. And I think he shit himself. All right.
He jinxed himself the week before.
All right, guys. We will see you next week. Take care. Don't jack off in public.
Yeah, don't Pee Wee Herman it.
Oh, nothing good can come of it.
I feel like what a boring week in society. I can't think of anything that we missed on this episode.
Thanksgiving week.
That's what we should have done. Thanksgiving murders. There's got to be at least a couple.
Maybe we'll do some research for Christmas murders for this month.
He raised his axe at his victim. He said, "Gobble, gobble, motherfucker." Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of Christmas murders.
We will look into it. Or Christmas UFO sightings.
There's got to be at least one person that dressed up as Santa and killed a bunch of people.
Or a real life, what's Scrooge? Or
Krampus.
Yes.
Or Bill Goldberg as Santa in that one movie.
Maybe. I don't know.
Or Billy Bob Thornton as Bad Santa.
Yeah. So we will see you next week. Take care.
Or Billy Bob Thornton as Landman.
I have not watched that yet.
I watched the first episode. It was...
I don't know. Do you still have Paramount?
Yeah. It was good.
Have you changed your password yet?
Probably, just to get back into it.
I'll see if it's still logged into my TV in here.
All right, well, I'm going to go Tom Cruise some laundry.
And I'm going to laugh.
I'm going to sing old Irish fucking pub songs. Oh, Danny boy, the saints, the saints. That's all the words I know. Or fucking hit him with the Captain Moonlight from that movie.
I'm going to have to work on this camera angle.
I wonder if we can hardwire it.
No, the angle.
I love how how we just break down and just start randomly talking as if we're not still on a live stream.
Oh, we're still streaming?
Yeah.
Glad I didn't say anything racist.
Tune into Patreon next week.
All right, we'll see you. Take care. Fuck off.